Well, we made it. We made it to the final broadcast of July. We're 72 hours away from the biggest party of the summer. Believe me, folks, it's the biggest, and in my eyes, it's the most important for WWE. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to I'm Erik Dunn. Great to see all of you again on Falls Count Anywhere. Here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network, I'm live in my home from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Happy end of July as we make the turn into August officially tomorrow. And let's just say the last couple of weeks have been torturous for me in a way. Not getting enough information for you, not being able to find it. And believe me when I tell you that the entire card is a pretty damn decent card. I mean, this looks like it could be one of the best SummerSlams in recent memory. And just throughout the time together, we're going to go through each match, give you the detailed information regarding each match, and we'll dive right in with my predictions, and we'll get you guys out of here as fast as possible. So, you can find me every Wednesday right here at 5 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Follow us on our Facebook and our YouTube channels to get all the information you need regarding this company. Amazon, Google, Spotify, TuneIn, Red Circle, Podbean Podcasts, where you will also be able to find me. Buy Me a Coffee is also where you can find us too at RI Broadcasting. Patreon is something we also been adding as well. So you want to be a sponsor for us or be a supporter to help support us and support this channel, support the company, support the station. All the information's there. And speaking of sponsor, for those interested in wanting to become a sponsor, I have a little bit of information I can read to you right now about it. If you would like to sponsor Falls Count Anywhere, Sports Unfolded, Going Daily, or any of our shows here at RIB, your ad will be right here. It will not only be read so people can see it, but it will be heard on the audio version for Spotify, Amazon, Red Circle, and many more. For those that want more information on how to become a sponsor for RIB, send an email to the man behind the scenes, Ron Rigo, at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com. That's all one word, ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com, and Ron will set you up with everything that you need to go forward. This broadcast of Falls Count Anywhere is the exclusive property of Erik Dunn, Ron Rigo, and Rhode Island Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any publication, reuse, or redistribution by anyone is not prohibited. It is given the express consent to be shared and is greatly appreciated. Excuse me. Kenneth Schofield, our old friend from Facebook. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Second favorite event in WWE, the first is the Royal Rumble. Well, I mean, I think for a lot of people, it would be WrestleMania, and then you kind of follow it down, but yeah, I get it. However, I don't particularly have favorites when it comes to the order of the events. What I will say is the two that are most important for me is Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, because that sets the tone for the rest of the year. Now, granted, you have Money in the Bank, sure, but Royal Rumble and WrestleMania sets the tone and sets the rest of the year for WWE regarding their plans, their creative plans, and what they would do. And granted, it is in the timing on them, sure, but sometimes the timing can't always make sense, right? WWE isn't always perfect on their timing whatsoever, so it's kind of like, whatever. But I will say, so far so good regarding everything else, and I just wanted to express this to you guys as well, that I'll be giving you some more information on a couple things after we are done with the card. So let's dive right in and let's get right into this. SummerSlam live this Saturday night from Cleveland Brown Stadium, live on Peacock. It is sold out, and the host for SummerSlam is going to be none other than Cleveland, Ohio's own The Miz. That is correct. Miz is going to host SummerSlam. It sucks that Austin Truth is no longer tag team champions, but I mean, I think if they were, they would have been there. But the biggest thing I'm pretty excited about for Miz is we all know how good Miz is as a host. That's obvious, you know. But him getting to do it in Cleveland, in his hometown, I mean, that's a special thing. His family will be front and center. They're all going to be there. They'll all be present. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I think Miz as a host is definitely not a bad idea. And I'm very interested to see where that goes. So going from bottom to top, here it is. There's 7 matches slated on this card. Sami Zayn is going to defend his Intercontinental title against Braun Breaker. So since he dethroned Gunther at WrestleMania 40, Sami has not seen a more dangerous opponent than Braun, who has terrorized Raw since he got called up from NXT. Sami conquered him in Money in the Bank in Toronto, but the badass didn't relent in his attacks and has speared him every chance he could get at every turn, compelling Sami to once again put his title on the line with him and give him a rematch. Can Sami prove he's the better superstar, or will Braun capture his first gold since joining the main roster? So let's think about the situation here. Sami, I don't think they're going to do him dirty. And what I mean by that is the run he's having right now is a great run. I just think that Sami's got a lot of potential. And I think that with him being a title holder, I don't think he's going to want to lose this opportunity. I think they're going to give him a shot. I think they'll give him a chance. I definitely think that they're going to give him a shot at this. So my hope is that Sami's going to continue his reign. So I'm picking Sami for this one. That's one. Number 2, and this is the one that I am really hoping it's a no-brainer. Logan Paul defending the United States title against L.A. Knight. For those that walked SummerSlam last year in 23, LA should have won at least something after he won that Battle Royal. We all know that his rivalry with Roman tied into the late fall, mid-fall, around October, I believe. But I think this is LA's time to finally get a title on his hands and have a good run with this. I mean, we've been waiting for this to happen. He's one of the most over wrestlers in WWE today. I mean, you can't prove me wrong with that. Everyone's loving him. And that's the biggest thing with that here. But LA should get this one. So that's number 2 with that. But I will say, if LA Knight does win, I think someone else might lose. That is true. Could be Sami, or it could be one of these up next. So, number 3, Bayley defending her WWE Women's title against Nia Jax. That one is going to be interesting from the perspective of Nia Jax being queen of the ring. Sorry. I mean, I think Bayley could try to do something with it. Nia, I don't know what she could do, but I'm just going to pick Bayley on that one. So that's number 3. Number 4, this one I'm mostly interested in between the two. Liv Morgan defending her Women's World Heavyweight title against Rhea Ripley. Now, this is going to go one of 2 ways. I think Rhea is going to get her title back, but this might go one of 2 ways. If Rhea gets it back, that's my pick. The only way Liv will retain her title is if Dominic does something stupid on Saturday that will betray Rhea, or she'll try to help, or he'll help Rhea in the process, thus Liv retaining. They're all saying it's going to be like a betrayal thing, and it's just stupid. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's stupid. This love triangle between the Judgment Day is driving me nuts. They've got to figure out that. But Rhea will get this one, hopefully. And that's number 4. Number 5. This match has been made official. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will finally fight at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins is special guest referee. Listen to this. When CM Punk returned to WWE, neither McIntyre or Rollins were happy about it. When Punk got injured back at the Royal Rumble in January, McIntyre stated that he prayed for it to happen and mercilessly mocked the Second City Saint for being out of action. But however, he did not realize that his actions would have consequences. At WrestleMania 40, Punk was at ringside as a guest commentator for his world title match against Rollins, but after Drew won it, a post-match confrontation helped McIntyre lose his title after only 5 minutes and 46 seconds due to Damian Priest cashing in Money in the Bank to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Punk struck again the following Monday Night Raw when in a number 1 contenders match, he interfered and cost him the opportunity because that one went to Jey Uso. And irate McIntyre fired back by pretending to quit WWE and then unleashing a brutal beatdown of Punk on SmackDown, stealing a bracelet that he represented Punk's love for his wife and dog in the process. McIntyre won Money in the Bank, and on the same night vowed that he would become World Heavyweight Champion again, only to have Punk cost him one more time. Rollins was furious with Punk in the aftermath, believing that the animosity towards McIntyre cost him a chance to win the championship. And on top of that, Punk also interfered at Clash of the Castle in Scotland, so that added fuel to that fire. However, Seth was also furious with Punk in the aftermath, believing that Punk's animosity towards Drew cost him a chance for Rollins to be World Heavyweight Champion. Let's not forget either that as long as Priest is champion, Rollins can no longer challenge him. So with Punk finally medically cleared and McIntyre's suspension lifted, who will emerge victorious in the highly anticipated match between the Second City Saint and the Scottish Warrior, with the Visionary calling the shots wearing the stripes? I mean, some people are saying that this could be a thing where Seth could turn heel. I don't think we're going to see a heel turn on Seth here. I know Seth despises both of them. I can't say I blame him, but because of his situation. But it's, I don't know. That match could really go either one of two ways for me. But I think it's going to be Punk, just Drew to the fact. Sorry, not Drew. I think it will be Punk, just due to the fact, here we go, that in order for him to get his pound of flesh, he's going to go after Drew. And this could be a trilogy between them and go even further. So I'm picking Punk on this one. That's number 5. Number 6. Damian Priest will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against the King of the Ring, Gunther. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm honestly torn with this. Not because I'm the winner I'm picking, but just torn because of his maybe possible transition. So Priest is actually, in my eyes, getting a babyface turn. If he loses to Gunther, he might get a rematch. But I think Priest will win just due to the fact is that they're going to drag this out. I really don't think for Damian, his reign's going to end this quick. I mean, he was only champion for what, less than 4 months? Not even. I think they're going to give him more. And for Gunther, I don't think he's ready. He was a great Intercontinental champion, but as a World Heavyweight champion, I can think of a lot of people that would easily dethrone him. Jey Uso will probably be one of them if he can ever get that chance again. But Damian, I think, is going to remain World Heavyweight Champion, and we'll see what happens. But the main event, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, defending the WWE Championship against the phony cosplay tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. So when Roman took a leave of absence, after losing the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, Solo took the mantle of tribal chief and made significant changes to the Deadly faction. After he ruthlessly brutalized his brother Jimmy Uso, he added the Tonga brothers, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of the legendary Haku. And then he added a new enforcer in the form of the ultra-destructive Jacob Fatu. So, I mean, all in all, if you look at that for them, Cody should win this. Cody's not going to get dethroned unless the right person does it. But here's what I'm going to say about Cody in this situation here. As much as I know that he's not going to lose, here's one thing I will 100% put my money on. He's not going to lose this because the rumor is now going around that Roman Reigns is going to return at SummerSlam on Saturday night. If that happens, we know that Roman's going to have a babyface turn with this. I would love it if he actually helped Cody in this match. Or let's say Cody wins, a beatdown happens, and Roman comes out. I don't know. Jimmy Uso, there's been no sign of him, no idea. But Jay would probably help out Sammy. I know Jay would definitely help out Cody. So I think this is going to be a situation where in the main event, how is this going to go? There's still no word about Brock. And that's just really saddening regarding Brock Lesnar. I think that right now his lawyers are advising him to stay away from WWE until they get the rest of the stuff squared away, which I thought that they already did, but I guess not. Same thing with Cena. John's not going to be back till the end of the year anyway for his farewell tour in 25 in January, you know. Rock is not going to be back still. Everybody misses Roman. Now, I could probably sit here and be the biggest hypocrite. I have no idea. But if there's one thing I can say about being a heel in WWE is this. If they're not making you hate them, then they're not doing their job and they're not making money. The whole point of a heel is to make you hate them and despise them. That's why they're called a heel. Roman is one of the greatest heels in the history of this business. But I think this could be one of the best babyface runs in the history of WWE in this industry based on what they can do. I really do believe that based on the situation that they're doing for Roman, he's not going to lose his opportunity to actually do that. I do know that regarding Roman, however, everything lines up for him to have a tremendous run as a babyface. And I think he's going to have a really good shot at this. My only concern with Roman is that it's stale or whatever happens. But I really hope that we see Paul Heyman back with him. That's the thing. Paul got taken off TV. I think we're all just waiting for that to happen. But I will say, a lot of people have actually predicted, though, that Brock would return. I'm sorry, but that's a rumor that I'm going to say I'll believe it when I see it, because I'm not going to believe that at all until that happens. But, guys, that is the card regarding SummerSlam. I'll break that all down for you in the Raw after SummerSlam on next week's broadcast. With that being said, I want to change gears to do something a little bit different. He will eventually, when he does, will be a heel. Well, only time will tell. So, I now want to bring this up to you. You might have heard me catch myself in my intro. But my other show I do with 990, WBOB.com out of Providence, which is internet radio, I'm done with sports. It looks to me like for this year, I'm actually going to hit my 100th episode. I don't know when that is going to be exactly, but I am going to hit the 100. But as of right now, it's been mostly Red Sox with the trade deadline gone. Them still jockeying for that last wild card spot between the Twins and Royals. I mean, Craig Breslow did get a lot of bullpen help. Only time will tell who's really going to be useful and who's going to get designated down to Worcester and just cut in general. Patriots, however, I do know that they will begin their preseason next Thursday, the 8th, I believe, is their preseason opener. Hopefully, I'll get a preview of that soon. I'll be able to dissect that one. But I will say as well that the biggest thing that I want to present to all of you is this. For those that is interested in wanting to tune in, thankful for NFL returning, yeah, 100%. Because also on top of that, speaking of NFL, well, before I get into that for a second, the Hall of Fame game in Canton is tomorrow night. And I'm excited to actually get to watch some football tomorrow night. And so that's a good sign on one thing at least. So I will also tell you this. For those interested in wanting to hear I'm Done with Sports, so as of right now, it was originally live Wednesday nights at 6, but the thing is, I'm a pre-recorded show, so it no longer airs at 6 apparently, and now it's going to air at 10 o'clock. So Wednesdays at 10, it airs, and it gets podcasted up on the website every Thursday morning. That is where you'll be able to find I'm Done with Sports and find me. And, mostly just as of right now, it's just Red Sox, it's just WWE, if I can even put it in there. But when I can't, that's why this show exists for me, which is a great outlet for me to use. And yes, I definitely love live here, 100%. I love being live here for WWE, which is great. But yeah, mostly it's just Red Sox. Patriots will get involved with again. That's where that is there. I also want to take this time to express a thank you to all of you because on Friday this week, I turned 25 years old. And with tomorrow being the last day, I'm 24. I just want to take this chance to say thank you to all of you because I know that last year my birthday landed on a Wednesday and I got to do my show here. And, I just want to take an opportunity to say thank you to all of you, the fans of False Count Anywhere, RIB, and fans of me, and those that crank up the viewer count and just blast it out of the water. I mean, we're getting numbers right now that we would have never thought to hit even a year ago. You guys remember how much I was struggling to even hit 100 views? I'm passing my average, which is about almost 150 every week right now. Like almost every week, I'm passing that average. And just seeing the numbers in the 200s really feels good. But just passing the average makes me feel even better. So I just wanted to take this time to say thank you guys so much for this and how much I appreciate that. And I'm averaging 220 for the entire year. I mean, that's amazing. And that has to do with all of you tuning in, being interested in me and what I can do and faith in my abilities. I want to make sure I express that, if I haven't before, that how much I appreciate this and how thankful I am for this opportunity to be with all of you. However, I do want to bring up some news for you. So if you guys remembered me giving you any Woo Sox updates when I did the national anthem last August, I passed a month since I made my return in June. And if you guys remember that Wednesday after that, when I gave you the whole story about it, the weather was crappy. I had to sit through an almost 2-hour rain delay, praying I didn't lose the game. I got some answers back from the front office that's really encouraging to me, and that is that they have asked me to remain ready and keep getting better. I have been told that I will be coming back for a third season in 2025. I got on the God Bless America list regarding cancellations, and I'm excited. So next year will be my third season in a row, my third year in a row with the Woo Sox in 2025 to sing the anthem again and perform for them. So if I get any more updates regarding that for you guys, I'd be happy to pass that along. Sorry, I'm just trying to think if that was everything. Oh, there is one last thing. I also tell you guys that brutal honesty is something that I'm known for. if you guys could do something for me and keep my family in your prayers, that would really be vital. My mom and I, the last month or so, have just been really going through a rough patch regarding family health. My uncle a couple weeks ago got diagnosed with stage 2 leukemia. Um, he's been placed on 3 different medications just to get the level down of his white blood cell. Um, it is manageable. They are trying to track it and keep that down. They're trying to manage it. Um, Even though it is treatable, there is not a medical cure. Um, I was told that over the next 6 weeks he's got to go in for blood work, um, and honestly, we're just hoping that the results will be as positive as can be, and that he's getting healthier. But I do know that people that have um, leukemia has been known to live a long life, but it's just going to come down to you, how you take care of yourself and your health. And I'm just hoping right now that my uncle doesn't start slipping away or start stepping back, because his health right now is the biggest thing. Um, and it just came right after he got some great news too financially regarding his career and jobs. And it's just been a devastating death blow for my mom and I. Just the stress and the pressure has been a little high. But I'm hoping that with celebrating my 25th with them this weekend, that that'll take some of that pressure off them, some of that stress, show some happiness, show a little positivity in the process, and that we'll be able to just have a great weekend and just enjoy not just celebrating me, but everyone else to help me get to 25 and just being around just some damn good people. That's just been mostly that. That's really been what that's been going on with me during this month. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been really tough. Dealing with some family drama behind the scenes, doing a lot of BS, and at times as well. But just the times of like isolation for me, just resting and just trying to breathe and just be like, okay, well, I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Let's just relax. Let's calm down and let's just focus on what I can, because to me, family matters, and they always will. Um, but if you guys can just keep your prayers out there for me, that would just be vital, and that would just be huge. Knowing everything that I've been going through these past couple of months, including my family, just please, if you guys could just please just keep my uncle in your prayers. Just please hope that he's going to hang in there. That would just be vital. And I appreciate all of you for all the support of this show for Falls Count Anywhere, for RIB. And as you guys know, I've been honest with you guys. I do it on Done with Sports as well. I give honesty about my life, but about my life behind the microphone, behind the curtain. And believe me, even though I am an open book, I am not afraid to expose everything about me personally, knowing that if I need help, I need to reach out for help. And I appreciate all the help that I've been getting from all of you. And I'm looking forward to seeing what August can be, knowing that for SummerSlam, it's going to be a hell of a night. And my only hope is that the expectations I'm hoping to see will actually happen. For next week's broadcast, it's going to go over the entire card. We're just going to go over my predictions, the Raw after SummerSlam. We'll dive into that. And again, if I get any updates with me personally regarding family, and they are positive, I'll be more than happy to share them, because if there's one thing I think I do better at than actually being in broadcasting, it's spreading a lot of joy and positivity when it comes to news that allows me to talk a lot about it. And I think that for a world that we live in right now, where it's just been so chaotic and so negative with what's happening in our economy and just in politics, I think we all need some happiness now and then. And we all need the ability to just decompress our brains and just breathe and just look at life one day at a time. And I think for me right now, that's the biggest thing I'm trying to do. That's just all I'm trying to go through. And I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me too behind the scenes, because it's definitely meant a lot to me. Also, a big thank you to Ron Rigo, the creator of Rhode Island Broadcasting. I'm not going to lie to you guys either. It's been over a year for me since I created this show with 3 other people, that it's now really mine now. And I just want to make sure you guys know my appreciation on this, because not many people get the opportunity to do what they love to do, even if it costs them, financially, or they sacrifice or they struggle because of it. But it's something that allows me the ability to be to show positivity through it, show growth, show maturity through it, and take on some more responsibility that is necessary at times. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for that again. So for WWE, that's going to be the card. We're going to dive right in. However, there is SmackDown this Friday, which will be in Cleveland, right next door to Cleveland Browns Stadium. Probably not going to dive into that, though, because it will be before the event. But if there was anything leading up to it that looked interesting, then I'll dive into that for you. So, on behalf of Ron Regal, the creator of RIB, this is Erik Dunn saying so long and thank you from my home in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This has been the final presentation for the month of July of Falls Count Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. I'll see you guys next week when we begin August. Any news on anything I mentioned, I'll bring up to you. I'll be 25 by then. And thank you all so much for watching and for listening.